We're there. Welcome to the MenSpace Podcast.
Yeah.
We're there with Christoph and
Java, you know what I mean?
don't know. This is the first episode, but we have much more for forward. You understand?
Exactly.
So the premise of MenSpace really is just to create that environment there for the man and talk. You understand? Because in our culture, our society, we don't really have one outlet for the man them. You know what I mean? Just explain what them I feel internally. You know what I mean? But now we just kind of keep it in our mind. Everyone them might talk to a virgin, but we don't really have that outspoken or accepted culture, especially in Jamaica.
Right.
You know what I mean? When we compare it to like the women, you know, only people on social media can look to the woman and talk about how they hate man or this or that. We don't really dare to say how we hate one or none of them things. We just want to have that space there to talk and also to encourage Jamaican men to talk.
Yeah, it's just a chance to be vulnerable, you know what I mean? Because as much as people say that, oh, you are free to express yourself and no one will judge you, the truth of the matter is people are going to judge you, bro. People are going to judge you, and we have not reached that level where we can see a man being vulnerable and we say, yeah, he's just being vulnerable and we need to take it seriously. Because the truth of the matter is, in today's society, yes, there are some folks saying, boy, you know, it's okay for a man to be vulnerable and to speak his feelings, but at the same time, you have more people saying, you have to hold up your stress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to hold up your stress and kaya man, deal with it, you know what I mean? And I don't think we were raised or equipped to deal with when a man is going through something. Because we are more readily available, we are more readily equipped to deal with when a woman is going through something. Nothing is wrong with helping a lady, but at the same time, we need to be as equally equipped to handle when a man is going through something.
Yeah. So the episode I done named Silent Battles, the things the man them go through on a daily basis, so we just don't talk about it. So we'll kind of break it down there now. And we just hope the viewers them out there can join in, you know what I mean, and just man and share their own experiences.
Yeah man, comment below, you know, what you go through and how did you overcome it, or are you still struggling? You know, it's a safe space for men, especially, you know, Jamaican men particularly, but on a global scale, men overall.
I mean, if you even need some advice for how to handle a certain situation, you know what I mean, if he's a younger youth, people there can go through it, so we can probably give advice for one of the episodes, you know what I mean?
Right.
And just to touch upon something with Java said, it is said by a lot of, well, people, but mostly women, them say, oh, they want to talk and tell you when they're on their mind and everything. But most of them don't really want it. It's really just a facade, if we're being honest, because me go through it, man, Java go through it, but me go through it for enough time, you're vulnerable with some women, not say all, some women, and soon as you're not kick off or you're not a disagreement, the same thing we're vulnerable with her with, or you tell her she throw it back in your face.
Right.
You understand? So, and that has also been one of the reasons why a lot of men don't even open up anymore. You know, if you were the type to try and kind of communicate how you feel about that thing, most of the time when a man do it and the woman showing at them face, they kind of really open up because of that previous issue, you understand? So sometimes a trauma, then you grow up as a man, and you hear say you have to be a man, you know, if you cry, you know, if you talk about this, you know, if you talk about that, you understand? As Java mentioned, the podcast, so woman say to hold up your stress, because she don't want to, she basically says she don't want to hear nothing where you go through. You just hold up your stress, just keep it yourself. That will grow up with you, understand? So there's a lot of issues in the Jamaican society surrounding men, because there are many issues in the Jamaican society, but we are talking about specifically the men, where we just work with because as man we just expect it to be a certain way, so we subscribe to that type of lifestyle, you understand? Right. And nowadays they must say, oh, toxic masculinity and toxic this, but we really talk about what really toxic, you understand? Because 1 minute you always say, talk how you feel, and then when we do talk how we feel, we get bashful.
Yeah, I find it's just blatant hypocrisy, because you can't expect me to be vulnerable with you, and then when we get into disagreement, you're gonna fling back that same thing that I was vulnerable with you with in my face, and you just be like, yo, suck that up. And I'm like, bro, from this I'm gonna cut you off. From that, or if I'm not gonna cut you off, I'm gonna side eye and I'm gonna just shut down. So when certain things are go through and you're getting the shitty end of the stick, which equates to me just being aggressive with it, you know, you're gonna be like, he never used to deal with myself, so I don't know what happened to him. I ask him to talk to me about it and him not say nothing to me. Like, think. Remember when he did tell me, say, boy, me broke. I tell you I'm broke and you know you help me out and thing, I'm gonna respect that, and then now we one disagreement. You say that time they want me to help you because they broke and you never have nothing, you should shame yourself.
True.
And then you have to put that. It mash up the ego. Not only the ego, it destroys the trust.
Exactly.
It destroys the trust.
Like, can I just show me say me can't come for you? Because exactly. The one time I ask you if you have a strength,
right.
I'm not have it. And you never throw it back in my face because I never have it. You understand?
Right. And the thing about it is, when ladies do things like that, you have to shoot themselves in the mouth. Because now you're telling the guy that, listen, I will no longer trust you. I can't even help you. So, if my dip on my face, I tough it out and just make it out. Just know say if you dip on your face, God help you. Because I ain't gonna help you. No, corrupt. No, bro, it's something corrupt, but
and the reality is
like someone pre-darkness right after that, you know, like if you not help me or you help me to flip back in my face, just know say
yo, God go with you because I know me I come.
Just know say when your time come, because it will come.
Yeah.
Enough man not help you, bro. And then you have if the relationship ain't you have say man a junk.
True. Yeah, as well, so we're kind of uncover some of that in other podcasts. Yeah. So me have a story of, such lady when I was calling him. She was like a couple of years back. And she didn't want a relationship without saying it. She didn't want a relationship. She didn't want something if it wasn't a relationship. And at the time, we never had a mind space there. We never want a relationship. Right? I'm tell her, if may be honest, I tell her straight, you know what I mean? So whenever I look for her, because I'm telling me just come out of 1 3-year relationship where we did engage and me and my never work out. So we never my mates, we never found a relationship right now. You understand? But without her saying it, she kind of want to establish something. She had like about a month after. Yes, like, exactly. And you're not the type of, some man would jump in for something, you're not the type of man. Especially if you come into a relationship with great moves. The love did it. Maybe need some time for I don't know what the term, bro, but like for decompress, whatever, I need some time to myself, kind of, figure out what we need and all of them stuff there. Just relax, start fresh and everything. Like the last relationship before I think me and the girl we did for like 2 years, and I think we did single for like 6 months before me and stuff. Before that it was 2 years. So so we need time. And me explain that to me. But, some women they move fast at all. Some women move fast, and then two, them don't know boundaries. You create boundaries, they want to smash it down because boundaries don't exist.
That's a whole different podcast.
Exactly. So, we didn't make it more, but I put it by me still because when we put on the boundaries, she did break it down, but we never stand up for it. You understand? So, put that by me. And, we talk for some time and everything. May I get for more. She did talk to one brother when we didn't know, right? She did, them time, she did single, but me I talk about when she did talk to me. She knew when we didn't know. And she had to know like situations with she and everything. And she used to always talk to me and say, I'm not open up, I'm not be vulnerable. Like she always feel like my surface and everything. Remember, I already tell you my mindset there right. So I'm not trying to dive in and deep. But deep how she want. I know what I mean.
She want it deep, bro. She want it deep.
I don't know, podcast. Never podcast that, bro. But yeah, man, but you don't want something more meaningful. And I'm never ready for that. And there was something within me, because like this spaghetti manure on her mindset, there was something within me when I say, Shana the type where you really want to settle down with long term. I don't want to be cash out a nice girl, I don't want to see in the way how it's sung, you understand? But she have certain mentality where personally me wouldn't want to settle down with, you understand? And she used to tell me like situations with she and her brother. And she ended up telling me one time she and him must catch up. And she fling back in face something and tell her in her confidence. You understand?
Number one.
And she said that to me, you understand? She said it to me. You know, she said it to me. And although she said immediately after it came out of her mouth, you know, woman stay with them and argue. Whatever they put in their mind, they explain it out them. They know what to say for upset you, understand? So I feel like she just say red and she just fire off the one line, I guess. She never tell me what she said, you understand? Because at least she have that. You never tell me what she said. But she just mentioned the facts here. And I think that's what we were even talking about, the same exact topic where a woman will say, oh, she wants you to be vulnerable. You say something to her in confidence, and then when you're not catch up, she fight back up in your face. You understand? And I think she just said to be honest with me, and I told her saying that she immediately regret it after. You understand? But in the back of my mind, me I keep that little nugget there, and I say,
red flag.
Me already see a couple red flag with you, and this is one thing for confirm me did already I think you understand? And then the fact that you kept asking me after you don't know the situation, and this is a very short space of time, you want to dive in something deep, right? And this I tell me say you definitely emotionally unstable. You get me and say, because you don't take the time to get to know somebody and make them go through them healing process and all that. You just want to dive in something deep with somebody who just come out of something where she knows somebody love the girl. And come in and engage to her, and you know somebody love the girl. You understand? And I think a part of that, and that is probably another episode, because them always talk about the man ego, the male ego, this and that. But women have ego in them just don't. We as man just don't bring up, and it's one of the other battles that we have. We as man, we don't bring up some of the things that would be considered a woman's ego or a female ego or whatever. Because I think she saw how me used to treat my ex-fiancé, and she wanted that for herself, you understand? And because she wasn't getting it immediately, you know, because women have this ego, them things say them at it, them at that, all when they are not, you understand? Them have this ego, this inflated ego in them head, where them feel say, them better than every other woman in the world. You understand? And she probably I think say why she get that and she not get it from me. You know what I mean? Why my ex get it from me, but she not get it from me. So probably that's why she kept pushing, you understand? Because she makes certain comments like we used to post my ex. She makes certain comments, but we never post her. We never, you know, one relationship. You understand?
That name jealousy, bro.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Certain things should ask me pick up say there's like some type of competition or jealousy. Well, it's a part of the female ego, but we're not talking about it.
You see the ego.
But to my point still, as I said, I tell the little nugget the fact say she used back what the brother said to her in confidence and training. If you little nugget I'm putting at the back of my brain, come here, so that tells me, you can't be vulnerable with you. Because I know say as soon as, and we have disagreements very often. I realize say as soon as we have a disagreement, and there are times when we have discussions where we have disagreements, and she's the type you're supposed to have the same viewpoints as she. If you don't have the same viewpoints as her, then we'll have issues.
Two different people.
Exactly. right? With two dads, that's why I tell us the mentality which she had make me realize the long term this will make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these are the things, but because I'm older now, I kind of pick up certain things. You understand? If I did the older me, or not the older me, the younger me, back in the day, probably when me 19, 20, but I probably made the same mistake. I warmed up to her and then eventually she done something. But me could have seen the red flags from the start, very quickly as a matter of fact. And that was always our thing with me, where she always feel like me not be honest with her. If I'm honest with her, she just feel like me not be real and vulnerable with her. But she could tell, you know what I mean, she have some type of discernment, some type of emotional intelligence. She could tell some never give her all of me. Because if me be honest, she never do it either. You understand? So she wanted something but she never willing to give. But she wait for me to give it, I assume, in order for she give. But I'm not saying the man are normally the more firmer vessel.
Yeah.
You understand? And the woman is the one that kind of comes with the vulnerability and the softness and the femininity and all of them stuff there. Which eventually makes the man open up and want to protect her and all of them stuff there. You understand? It's normally the other way. Man no come and just
open up just
exactly.
So, no.
You understand? They never go so. And I mean part of that are because of the society we grew up in. But there's also some merit to it.
There is, alright, my thing is there is some merit to what society is saying, but at the same time, if you 1 + 1 = 2, if you want a man to be vulnerable with you, then you have to be trustworthy enough for the man to be like, alright, I can trust her with some secrets.
Yeah.
My name not the deepest, darkest secrets. I just say, you pass a level when we can say I can trust you with some secrets.
Mm-hmm.
We see how you deal with that lesson. And depending on how you deal with it, how you treat the guy, how you really validate his feelings, because the truth of the matter is, when you want to believe it or not, a man's feelings, when you feel about a certain thing, you have to try and validate the feeling, because away you go through. Because no matter how you flip it, you spin it, you twist it, whatever, there are some things that men alone go through, certain things a woman alone go through.
True.
Right? We have to understand that and appreciate it. Yes, there are some things where cross paths with cross and we can 100% relate, but at the end of the day, certain bridges are we alone for cross.
We alone really know it.
And we alone for cross.
That even filter into why we reach out to one of our brethren and raise
exactly, because
but woman say man no like woman them brother forgot talk to them brethren but there's just some things where and then there's not this shame or thing when you talk to your brethren about a topic as opposed to when you talk to your woman.
right.
There's even a study that is done when psychologists say when a man cries in front of his woman, most of the women reported that they saw the man as a little less because of crying.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
there's just certain things. These are the silent battles that we go through. We don't talk about even women that mentioned to Tracy say in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, we have the highest paternity fraud.
Yes, and I when they say I TikTok about it, when she could come out and I talk about it, she say, some of you ladies that talk shit about man them and whatever.
Yeah,
if we have to be very honest, Jamaica has the highest paternity fraud.
Yeah.
What that equates to, it means that as much as you say man a junker, man a wicked, look into yourself and realize say, woman a do some devious evil things.
Because think about it, they must sleep with more than one man. They might get pregnant for the other man.
Yes.
But they don't deem to be a paternal figure, right, to take care of them child. So then give it to the guy what they believe is a good one, right? And that's what happened. And they might talk about say it's so weird because they might say birth rate a decrease. But yeah, we have the highest paternity fraud.
That don't make no sense, man. Like bro, I saw on news reports, one article, right? Same paternity fraud thing, man.
Yeah.
It's like this man
and
overseas.
there's no consequences to it as
well. Not at all.
No consequences. If a man not take care of him picnic.
Consequences. So the man live overseas, right? Man live overseas and him say I filed for my kids then. I think he had like 3 of them or so, as far as he knows. And man call up him, the mother of his kids and be like, hey man, I filed for them and things, so protocol dictates as well for doing it. DNA test. He not no problem, because
man, I believe so. So not a reason for that.
If not the reason, so the man say, alright, yo, the man do a DNA test, do the thing.
She's supposed to have shit.
Brother, all 3 of them are no female. The man blood pressure go up so.
Wickedness Canada. Them some they can kill people, yeah?
The man blood pressure go up
3 picnics.
All 3 of them are
none of them are female.
None of them are female, bro. No, you can't tell me say wickedness can't do. Wickedness can't do.
Personally, if that was me, I don't know how me that manage, bro.
Listen, if the man head chip, I understand. If the man head chip, I understand.
Because imagine you had the 3 picnics.
I remember, you know, he must take care of the 3 of them, you know.
Yeah, 3 picnics we had to take care.
He's taking care of the 3 kids. And they're not babies.
You reach up and you want 5 years play them for continue to give them a good life. And then the girl want them.
None of
them. I'm just sit down there.
She knew.
She knew. And that's why people say, yo, them for the DNA test when the baby born.
And I agree. I get it.
Until there is some type of consequence for the women then we are doing it.
And that's the thing. You see, I think it's not a case that the law doesn't want to. It's just tricky. It's tricky because already laws by itself already is biased towards women, no matter which country you go.
True. I mean, to be fair, you know, as we now for pay a little devil's advocate, you understand, women are more vulnerable than the men in the society.
And I understand and agree.
I understand why the law states.
Right. I understand and I agree, because the truth is.
But if you
have
justice when
the justice when it is proven, because just as how if a man got to say me do something after, he has to show the burden of proof. Just like how, you know, if a man put something towards a woman in the court of law, say, yo, she's doing fraud of some sort, then he has to show proof. And once you have the proof, then sure. But it can't just be a case where he's reporting, let's say, abuse. Right? You can't expect a man to want to report that his girlfriend or whatever abusing. And he can do that without fear. And why do I say that? Because if a man in today's society, if a man say a woman are beating, police are for him, bro.
True. You can't even tell the police say a woman rape him, because technically by law, the way all them frame the law up, a man can't be raped. Because as something being penetrated into a vagina, that's the law.
Then
I
mean, not only are you get ridiculed,
a vagina can penetrate a penis.
Exactly. So not only are you ridiculed, you're not justice again. Yeah, not justice at all, because even if a police officer try to take it serious, he can't go court.
Yeah. So the man then tell them no and run. Tell them no. Do I give them a Joseph? Run left your pants, bro. Run, bro.
Just run, bro. It's not safe in these streets, bro.
Yeah. And the man then have to get paternity test. You know, as the baby pop out.
But these are the things.
You have any doubts? You have to do what you have to do.
But these are the things that we talk about, because, you know, because we can't express these things, certain topics.
Right, and you get laughed off.
Exactly.
Imagine you can tell one police officer, you know, say, be a mother rape me. Call all the rest of them squad them and laugh off you. Probably I'll ask if she can come rape him. Right, rub out them.
Laugh your ball.
But as we said, the silent battles on face.
Right.
You understand?
And these are many, just few of many things that we go through.
Yeah.
And maybe we take it to the workplace now, because before we even take it to the workplace, we have to provide. It's a given. Right?
Money. If you don't have money, you can't do the time of day.
Bro, the code, the unspoken rule, whether a man is a gallus, or it's a 1 bird or 2 bird or whatever, you need money to get up.
Yeah.
You need money. So, When I say for a band thief, where I say earn your bread honestly, and you can take care of a woman. You just steer it. Now, the workplace can be very brutal, can be very toxic. And this ties back into how vulnerable the man can be with his woman. Because, remember, on a daily basis, we get up early in the morning and we go out there.
So you mean 2 hour traffic?
3 hour, bro, which 2? And what motivates a man these days, even before, what motivates a man to go out there and make it is that if he have a family, he said to himself, so, boy, I have a baby and a woman to take care of. He never put himself in the equation in it, he just say he have a family to feed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first thing, probably the only thing, right? And him go out there day in, day out for how much years in life, and he provides. Now, goes back to the disagreements with his spouse or whatever. And she put him to me and say, when last me here, when last me here. So, right? And he might look, he knows say it's been a minute, but just because and the money where I bring in and I pay the bills and and time just tough. So I must say, boy, babes, I know you know, but give me some time so I can make money and pay up the bills and would do so on and so forth. But she just so him already can't be vulnerable with she because she just said she want her hair and nails to do.
Yeah, you can't tell us about babes with time and
him can't say that neither.
Stress me out and
right.
And see if we can. And just have the pressures to provide. You just have to try and provide.
Exactly. No, when he's busting his ass out there and she's still I said, boy, he not buy hair and nails and them things that some of them was our next brother say one and he provided the hair and nails and before you know it she gone to next month. And then that leaves bro devastated because
some woman just want instant gratification.
Right.
You can tell all that woman a vision where you have and she want most of them girl there because I'm not telling you straight so they're not helping the man build themselves. Because the fear is there that when the man is reach when reaching will just left far from someone else. You understand? But outside of that there is also this level of selfishness that comes with a lot of women. Right? Because even not even helping them with them vision, you'll hear them say nah buying a man gift.
Yeah.
This is the selfishness that come with them. Because as I said, them are the prize and the world revolves around them. As the female ego on the top about, the pride, the world revolves around them are the prize, so the man for do everything and if them even give him a sweet him should be grateful.
I think
and that is it ties into the big fire girl. We're not even know her name if never honest. Ones that come on the media and come on the socials and say, the brother proposed to a woman and she upskip and jump like fish out of water. And her thing was that it's just a man we abuse her. But
no, she just bitter, bro.
Yeah, I mean she bitter about that. And I'm talking about this ego, this selfishness. You understand? First of all, she don't even know what the man do for the woman. She don't know the sleepless nights so the man probably did it with mama when she because she have a business in her. So she don't know what kind of support the man did give her during when she had do her business. What kind of sleeplessness, what kind of support, verbal support in the day give her in rough times.
Well, yeah, that's financial support. Security come from.
Yeah, bro, financial support. I mean, it's just a man. Why should I have to say it's just a man? As we said, there is no value in men.
First of all, I'm happy that the woman came out and beat her.
Exactly. I appreciate
beat her. Me appreciate. One woman come out and say, look how I start agree with man.
And that is another thing. See, let's talk about why she don't agree with me. Justice, if mama wrong, just say she wrong anything. So, may I agree with man?
She said she's forced now to agree with man for the first. But I get, jokes aside, I get why, because what she said was just utter rubbish.
Rubbish, but it comes, and there was a group of women that agree with her. That's the thing. Like they look on her post, or whatever, the TikTok video, she post, it's a group of women that agree with them. That's the issue we are talking about. Because they believe that men don't have any value. I'm sorry to say that probably the men that they have been around in their life, whether romantically or whatever, have not been good men. Yes, but luckily, it is not the experience of a lot of women. The one that came out in support of the men that posted women and all of them stuff. Do you understand? So luckily we have women who still appreciate men. And at the end of the day, that's what we really want.
Yeah, we just want
to
to
see
appreciate.
moms when I tell you about they want a relationship or whatever. We have to explain like simple things and men just want to feel appreciated and just want they do all of them things for them. And it is expected. We go out of our way to do a lot of things for women and it is expected of us as men. We don't sit down and talk about the things that we want women to do for us. And we don't even tell them.
And that's the thing, because you speak of...
But women have a long list of things that they expect man to do for them before they even give them the time of day.
The thing is, you speak of appreciation. A lot of ladies who are in relationships, marriages, whatever. Not to say that them not cussing, it's just something that kind of boggles their minds on a daily. When a man's birthday come, right? Yeah, sing them off for his birthday. I think the most expensive thing a man will say is just buy a 4 tire. Or a PS5, right? And it boggles her mind because she's like, out of anything we could have wanted in this earth, you want a 4 tire?
Yeah, because
it's a simple thing, bro, because
it's solve a problem for you. And that's what we want, solve a problem for you.
Someone just
it's either enjoyment or solve a problem.
Yeah, because sometimes we just want to sit down and play a game. Because
it's for us, it's therapeutic. It's like when women go and do them nails or them do them hair.
Exactly. So while women's therapeutic enjoyment involves hair, nails, cosmetics. We have man them got tool for no reason, because them just love the drive out, play PS5, play football, something. Listen music, something, because at the end of the day every man can tell you is the simple things. We are indeed simple creatures.
Very simple, yeah.
Very, it is simple till it can't simple no more, bro. Like my birthday coming up and I don't want nothing but I can't even think of anything no more, bro.
Matter of fact, before you even ask we had a fair birthday. You just know saying I want to go work. That's all.
It's simple, that's one thing we know.
Probably they don't need a bed.
Yeah. We just did it, bro. And these are the things that we want because we just want appreciation. We just want to know that our hard work and dedication to the family is being seen and we are being appreciated for our hard work. Once you show that appreciation and respect, I guarantee you the man is going to move mountains, the stars fill. It's as simple as that,
Really?
It's as simple as that. Like, Mr. Man where him not have it, but the man make sure him have it for her birthday. Cause you know why? She make him feel appreciated. And the man will tell us, boy.
And ladies, pum pum is not a gift.
Yes.
Tell them.
Front is not a gift.
Pum is not a gift.
Yes.
And as we said, come back to the female ego, them feel say, them
are the gifts.
It's the greatest gift God give. So therefore, the vagina is the gift we have to get or deserve.
But no, it is not.
It is not. You used to tell, see your moms. You used to tell us, pum pum is not a gift. You understand? Matter of fact, we used to tell her, and this comes back to what is expected of men. What men just do generally, we used to always tell us, she's pretty or she's beautiful or like her outfit. Just things to validate them and make them feel good. I can't even, if I'm being honest, I don't even know if she's ever told me some answer. You know what I'm talking about? But back then, we never even look upon it. Because we expect them things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these are the things we don't talk about. We think about it, When we probably look back, as me I look back now, we think about it when we look back. When I feel look back and I say, so girl, you never really like me. Like when you look at the things that we do fear in comparison to what she do. You ever really sit down and think, the girl never really rate me, you know?
So then,
You know what I say? But you're not thinking about it in at the time because you say, oh, this is what is expected. So you do it kind of like as a reflex. As a man. But women, if you have a man you like, man, you know? You know, so when you really like him, it's a girl go out and it's a girl go out and went to buy a PS5 for them man and all them things there. Now, not if the PS5 is for sure say, oh, you love them man. But me just say that the effort to them put in for them, partner with them real. You understand? Women will do the same thing when man do for woman, women will do it, but they only do it for the man with them like. And you realize that most of them girls, yeah, they don't really like them partner.
True.
Yeah, when I look back on men, I can say they don't really like me.
You have a PS5? Still, I'm
Don't worry about it, man. Moms, it's kind of expensive in the BG. So moms are worth money. I'm sure she didn't have the money for gear.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure.
The PS6 are coming this year.
At least you're talking about?
Not the streets, I'm saying.
The 6? Or GTA 6 you're talking about?
No, bro, the PS6.
Yeah.
Not the streets,
I'll ask him about PS5. Oh, bro, I never go upgrade. Yeah, get the PS5 and put some money on it and get the 6, bro.
No, actually, right, I'll GTA 6, bro. But even.
Them said that get pushback again. I don't believe them, bro. We're going on next year. Yeah, them say them expect that I get pushback. No, over 10 years now I went on GTA 6 now, bro.
10 years?
Yeah, bro. Over 10 years now. I went. That's matter of look. I went the last when GTA 5 come. I'm sure over 10 years.
But man, we didn't even remember, bro. Cause so long we know about GTA 5.
I'm sure it's a GTA 5 come when I high school. I left high school 10 years now. 2011 we left high school.
Granted.
I'm gonna look on
10 years no GTA 5.
So we are GTA 5. We have a look. We have Google when GTA 5 come.
No, really. Nah. The 10 years ago? Really?
September 17, 2013.
Jeez, I'm crying. 13 years, bro.
Yeah, what 10 years?
10 years.
2023 and 10 years. Almost 13 years. Almost 13 years. Well, we're on the 6.
Rockstar, right?
Yeah.
Rockstar.
You have to do the right thing.
Do the right thing. This year.
Yeah, I want to play for the PS5.
The masses have been waiting for too long now. We were teenagers when it come out. We are big people now. Come,
yeah.
What have money?
Yeah.
What have money, bro?
Yeah.
See the arena fall, a real thing.
A real thing.
A real thing.
Sure, I look like we've done the podcast right.
But we are going through many things, and
as men,
and the truth of the matter is, no matter how you want to flip it, the bottom line is
why for that?
Burn up for real. the critical line is
the focal point. You know
burn up seal make.
What do you mean focal? Or I mean focal point?
Do you know what the focal point is?
No.
Is a tiny hole like a burn up for that. Burn up, bro.
Alright.
The critical line. The critical line.
Oh gosh. What the people them for know is.
Yes. That no matter
the man them we are going through it, man. We're not talking about it.
But
we are going through it.
And if you want for many of the ladies who are, inquiring or boggling their minds.
You just want to help out them, man.
And is first look into yourself and ask yourself, how much am I willing to support him on an emotional level? Because the truth is, you have some things that some guys are going through maybe a bit too heavy.
Yeah,
true. And you'd have to, the best thing to do is to tell him to say, alright, therapy.
Yeah.
And
sometimes we stay up in the night and wake up.
Some guys will stay up well into the 3 a.m. reading
stress.
and suicide
amongst men is high. As a result of the things that we go through, we don't have.
Right. Suicide rates amongst men is high, and the truth of the matter is the standard of living is very expensive. Just certain creature comforts that we believe should be standard in this day and age is very expensive and it's very hard to reach, right? No, yeah, many men will say, boy, just do the thing, cause I just saw it going on, bro. But the truth of the matter is, not many men can sustain that, right?
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic. Not a lot of men can sustain that. And the truth as well is, it wears you out. It wears you out mentally, it wears you out emotionally, spiritually, all physically. Because the CEO for Bellevue started come out on TikTok. And one of the things that she said is most of the patients that she have for mental illness are men.
Yeah. That makes sense.
A man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it ties back into we are not given an opportunity to really express and expressing our emotions and things. And again, as an individual, it depends. You have to look into yourself and say how much of that burden you can shoulder, because certain things you should not shoulder. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you must know how much. But just the mere fact that you're able to shoulder the burden, some of it at least, and you can reassure him that I'm not going away, I'm here for you. What you're going through I is very much valuable, and the see what you do for me and the family, and I appreciate it. Once you tell the man say you appreciate everything we do, I guarantee you it's like something just cheap.
Yeah.
Something just cheap.
Sometimes it's a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah, man, something just cheap, and it's like it took the world off his shoulders, and he will start seeing you in a whole different light. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
It is literally as simple as that.
Yeah, I love what Java touched on with the woman side, but we want to focus our talk to Monday, because at the end of the day, we are going through it, so we have to take it in our own hands.
Right.
We have to talk, you understand? So as we said, they are talking about it right now, and obviously that will make we feel better right now. But somebody who listen to the podcast right now might not have that space. We recommend that you reach out to your friend, your male friend, and you feel okay, you talk to them about the things that we have go through. You know what I mean? You have the Ministry of Wellness line, suicide line, where you can reach out and talk to people about what you go through. You understand? You can talk to your father, you can talk to your mother. You understand? If any woman and your mother you can talk to. You understand? If any woman, your mother can talk to. Your mother will be able to talk to you if you go through something. You know what I mean? Because she love you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? There's no love like a mother's love. You understand? And then for the one that we can afford it, therapy. You understand? Therapy mainly because them get fit unearth a lot of the trauma we go through. We can help the healing process and help you to unlearn a lot of the stuff, then especially in our society where it coming like it now, man, but it's not really. You understand? Or it's greatly accepted when it shouldn't be. And also the therapist might be able to teach us some tricks where you can help yourself in times when maybe the therapist don't available, your friend is not available, your parents not available, but you can take matters into your own hand. Write down your thoughts on a piece of paper.
Yes, it helps.
Reach out to your local church pastor. You can talk to them. Some man might not religious, but me and tell you, say God, biggest person you can talk to, the best person you can talk to. You can always go to the Father, your heavenly Father, in prayer. And it's basically you just need avenues of how to express where I go through in a healthy way. You understand? At the end of the day, it will make you better as a person, as a human being.
True.
And it will also spread to the people around you. And for the man that will have a wife and have children, do it for your family. understand? So I mean that's all me have to say. And I don't have anything else to say.
I have a story, but I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright.
One girl left me
Alright,
Next.
next time. So like a nice story.
But in all honesty, a strong support system is really good because trust me, I go through some things, bro, and if I never feel man them, like would have gone mad, bro, because man would have succumbed to the stress because life is hard. And it doesn't mean that because the pressures of life is weighing upon us on every single and a daily basis. It doesn't mean that no man is indeed an island. So I know that every man have the boys group. Right?
You know what I mean? Can reach out to
Every man have the boys group. But I also say this, guys, look into the friend group and see how the man or the friend them have moved, because there are some man when believe in a weakness. Say if you go through something you feel
you can't
surround yourself with them type of brother. You see me? If a man rate you, respect you, and value you as a friend, as a brother in the brotherhood, then but in the nightly order, then you can have a round table discussion and say, yo, this is going on, bro. 9 out of 10 times it's resolved and you feel like a better.
Yeah, my brother can share more experience.
Because there's, as we say in the earlier stages, certain things a woman just not gonna get. Even if she's vulnerable to you and nothing is wrong with sharing with her still, but certain things she just not gonna get. And that's okay, nothing is wrong with that, because it's just like how we can understand certain things. With them,
she have to just reach out
to our female friend. So have your nightly order around you, but at the same time pre-out your nightly order them, because if the man then not depend on this thing where you can share your experience and reason with, you have to excommunicate some of them one day.
Yeah, for real.
For the hearer's sake. I mean that.
Yeah. Well, like this first episode of MenSpace Podcast. I understand. We're up on the socials. You know what I mean? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Not sure about Twitter yet, but making Twitter. Exactly, that's what I'm not sure about today. But we're there, you know what I mean? Just like, subscribe. We're not going to see you again. We're going to live on the next week and the following week. You understand? I would appreciate the love. Just click on the bell, like, subscribe, share with a friend. MenSpace.
We out.